Mac 2, Mac 2, relax on. Mac 2, Mac 2, Mac 2, relax on. Mac 2, Mac 2, Mac 2, relax on. Mac 2, Mac 2, Mac 2, relax on.
Now you're coming, bro.
Because it happens that you just have two songs online currently, right?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Like, and Machetti already has this is on Spotify. That simply means he has a whole lot of songs, more than 20 songs, both the one he was being featured in and all that. So how come the collaboration between you and him came about? And being that he has these small songs, and like what's the connection?
Firstly, I would say I have a lot of songs which I never put out, right? Because of some certain reasons. And since we're live, definitely I'll have to tell you the reasons. Because you know that point in some artist's life, right? You're waiting for the right time to drop song, but after so many years of realization, bro, there is no right time to drop a song. You understand that kind of thing? So, but that's why I'm actually trying to put myself out there, which, you know, most people has actually seen. And LYD is like my homie, right, from school days, right? So we went to the same school, you know, Abia State, and all. So that's how we've been keeping in touch until this song, you know, came about. And his producer, you know, I was like, bro, let's run on some shit. He was like, okay, fine, I have a producer. And also he was like, talk to my producer, tell him what you would want the sound to look like. And that was how I spoke to the producer. And when the producer sent the sound, I actually forwarded it to him. I was like, yeah, it's a nice song, but it would be better if we had linked up together. And that was how we linked up. Yeah, you know, the vibe, you know, came out because it was something we wanted the street to relate with. Yeah, it was not just something, just, you know, somebody would be in his own private space, create something and forward to him. It was like, let it be a collaborative shit. And I'm actually working on my EP, you know, Full-Blooded Igbo. You know, that's the name of my EP, Full-Blooded Igbo, bro.
So, what do you have to say?
LYD Machetti.
What do you have to say about that?
About the music.
About
how the song came about.
How the song came about.
Well,
like, for instance, like, how did you accept to say, this guy whenever they drop song and all that and all
no, like he told you now, we've known each other since school days. We've been homies since right from school days, and we've been making music for quite a while. So it wasn't a difficult task for us, you understand? Sure. He just had to tell me, and I had the producer, M Sharp produced the beat. So he sent me the beat and I forwarded it to him. He liked it, so we linked up and we made the record. Just like he said, you understand? So that's it.
Do you know, I listened to both of your, like I went to both of your discography. I played his two songs and I played yours.
Yeah.
Your songs were uncountable, both the ones you featured.
Yeah, I have a lot of songs. Yeah.
So it was more like you don't do this kind of celebrity.
Yeah,
kind of song
I've been doing
drill,
Afro drill. Yeah.
But you haven't been doing that before, like, so how come that stuff happened? Like,
like I said, I have a lot of songs actually. For the fact that I've not putting out any song, I have a lot of songs. So you know when that point where a lot of underground, let me just put myself for now, I'm actually an underground artist, right? Because the world never really hear what I have to give to them. You understand? So there's a lot of songs with different genre, patois, R&B, hip hop. You know, there's so many genres. Again, you understand? God bless you, my bro. Abobi, it's called Abobi. My EP is coming out.
Yeah,
FBI, Full-Blooded Igbo.
No, not Abobi. He hasn't dropped Abobi.
I've not dropped Abobi. It's part of the Obodo. It's called Obodo. Yeah. So I'm actually working on my project. So that's why I was like, okay, since it has to do with this Igbo culture kind of song and actually making the people know that okay, this is where this is where the certain person is coming from, and also representing my, you know, my origin, which is the Igbo, right? There's no way I'll be doing this kind of project and I'll not involve my bro. Right, you understand?
So can you guys tell me about the process of making these songs? Because you know, you guys just performed 2 songs. Leave it. I bet, give me the first track. First track on a perform.
The first track was like Nigeria is bleeding. Nigeria is bleeding.
Nigeria is
Bleeding.
bleeding.
Yeah, that's more like a cipher. It's called a cipher actually.
It's
not like a track.
It's not like a track.
It's a cipher.
But see, the thing is, right now as we're recording this, we haven't put it out yet. So when we put it out, if the world fucks with it, we can drop the song on our platforms. You understand?
Nigeria is bleeding must be dropped, whether the world fuck with it or
Mm-hmm.
not.
No. Don't get me wrong. We didn't make it as a song per se. We want to drop. That beat is a downloaded beat. I think an artist unknown is a popular beat, a UK rapper that has the song. Let me tell you about my throwback. That's the song. So that's the beat.
Please mention the artist name.
I think Unknown is the name of the artist. He featured someone on that record, a female artist. So I fuck with the sound. So I downloaded the beat and
that simply means you guys will still go and renew the sound or something.
No.
Or you're going to upload it that way and pay copyright to him.
It's not.
See, the thing is, we cannot upload it just like that. I don't know yet because it's a downloaded beat. So let me not say. What I'll say right now is we recorded the song as a cipher, not intending to drop it as a single. Just
Not like an MP3, but it can go as a visual.
Just as a cipher.
It's a visual.
Just the most important aspect of that recording was the visual aspects. That's what we pictured.
That simply means you guys are cool with uploading the video.
Yeah, we are cool with uploading the video. Why? That's the reason we recorded it, to get the visuals, you understand? But we are looking how successful the visuals may play out. If demand suggests that we upload it on streaming platforms, yeah, we'll find a way to do that.
All right, a little contribution. You guys can actually upload the song without the demand. You can upload and you just have to pay what they call
copyright. All those issues. That's not what we want to be going into right now. So we want to
have to go through it.
Yeah, we have to go through it because what I'm saying is, don't get me wrong.
He said, like from what he said the demand is going to actually determine.
That's what I'm saying. This song doesn't
they're going to
need
post it
demand.
as
copyright.
You understand?
Understand us. The initial idea was to drop it as a visual.
Visuals for people to actually.
Okay, just to drop it as a
visual.
Okay,
TikTok, Instagram,
more like
YouTube.
a cover. It's a cover.
Yes, it's a cover.
Like
actually,
cover. It's someone's
cover.
beat.
It's somebody's
That's
beat.
what when you upload this video now, people will start wanting to sound.
So that's why I say the higher the demand, that is what is going to determine if we're going to drop it as a copyright.
We'll look into that.
Yes.
We'll look into that.
Yeah. That's why he said there's some process that goes to it, because you have to actually send a mail to the original artist.
No, that's for the distributor. I know I'll contact
okay,
the
so
distributor.
to you, what really happened that you didn't really maybe what happened to your songs that you uploaded for?
No. You're not getting it right. I said I have a lot of songs which I never uploaded.
Okay, because of one or two things.
Because of one or two things, which has to do with
tell us the one or two things.
School, actually.
School. I got you right there. When I did your profile,
it was school, and actually I'm still a student, still going through one or two,
Okay.
School, well, let's call it programs
okay,
and all.
So you, like
Machetti.
Machetti, LYD, LYD Machetti.
Yeah.
So tell us about your journey a little bit.
About when I started music professionally, about
yes.
I've been rapping since I was a teenager in secondary school. So, but to cut the long story short, I started music in 2016. I recorded my first demo. That was my first track ever in a studio. That was 2015, 16 there. About 2015, I think. Back then in Aba, I was born and raised in Aba, so I lived in Aba back then. And that's when I recorded my first track, and it was a mixtape. So fast forward till date, I've been on the grind. There were some times I went off like a year. I think I haven't gone off for like a year. Every year I try to put out something, but during 2015, 2016, 2017,
And 2018.
there wasn't Audiomack, Spotify popularity then. Okay. I don't think they were out yet, but if they were out, it wasn't popular. Right? 2015, 2016, 2017.
Oh,
2017. Yeah. there wasn't any audio mark then. If there was, it wasn't yet popular in Nigeria.
Yeah.
In Abade itself, you know. So what we knew back then was uploading music on websites. You
Like
understand?
NigerFlavor.
Yeah, we upload on a popular website
Too exclusive.
or maybe
and all
your friend that has a website, you understand, you upload music there. So fast forward to when Audiomack became popular, we started distributing on Audiomack and Spotify and all other platforms, you know. I've released a couple of records, I've released an album, I just dropped an album, King Gado Street Motivation. That's my first ever studio album. We did over 100k plus on Spotify, and I just dropped the remix of Prayer, the song on the album featuring 2 shots. It's available on all streaming platforms. Machetti.
So you already told us that you're working on an EP, Vickers. Vickers.
Yes, you're able to recognize this. Big shout out to everybody really watching. In case you don't know, it's Vickers or your blame. And for what he said, I'm dropping my EP soon, titled FBI, which signifies full-blooded Igbo.
Yeah, so let's go to Spectral Fact now. Spectral Fact. I will be asking you guys a quick question. I will just need you guys to give me a quick answer. So we are not here to do the figure of whiskey or something.
No problem.
So we're here to do bro, deep down within your mindset. Now that you've been with your music, I'm talking about your LYD. Sorry to say. Now that you started your music, do you feel like you never started for the first time or something?
Do I feel like, sorry, I'm
do you feel like I wish I know I've not started?
Music is a part of my life. Like, I don't imagine myself without music, because it's something I'll still be doing regardless. I don't care about another artist status in the industry. You know, everybody's destiny is different, you understand? You now Chacha rotate on it go reach your turn. Now you be the celebrity talk. It go still reach everybody's turn. But the thing they say, apart from that, I'm enjoying the journey, because every year I see growth in my streams and my audience. No matter how little, I appreciate that. So it's a sign of it's a motivation to me, seeing that I get more streams and more followers every year, even if it's little. So that alone is motivation for me. And I know my real fans. I know people that stream my music, you know, for real. Not just like I get real streams. So that alone is motivation, no matter how little. And I do music because I love it, and it's a way of expression to myself, you know, whatever I feel. I have my studio at home, you know, I record myself. I don't need to go to any studio. So it's something I love doing. Whenever I want to express myself, I just go to the studio, just record myself. So that's it. So I'm enjoying the journey. It's not something I regret doing, and I can never regret it.
So what about you? Now you start saying, okay, you want to be putting your stuff out there right now. Like, coupled with how the whole industry has been, the industry is saturated with a whole lot of artists, a whole lot of twerking on TikTok to promote your songs and all that, if you know what I mean. So
yeah.
How do you feel about that? Like, now that you're coming in?
The truth is, I never left. I've been in the game, regardless of the fact that I never dropped anything out. So for every genre of music that has been out there, with my own low-key shit, you understand, I've always been able to listen to a lot of artists. So my craft is my craft, and the world is actually missing out because they've not heard what I have to give to them. Do you understand? So the thing is, despite it all, I'm still here. I'm still going to come out with a whole lot of, you know, amazing stuffs, and you know, it's going to be epic. That's all I have to say, and they have to just stay tuned, regardless of it all.
All right, let's mark to mark right now. I want one of you guys to, you know, ask yourself a question, and I want you to ask him 2 questions. Like, you ask him one, he will answer. He will also ask you, you will answer. He will ask you, you will answer.
What kind of a question relating to?
A question relating to the industry as a whole.
When do you say you're dropping your EP?
That should be November 17th. That's when my EP is going to be dropping.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of amazing artists that I featured on the EP. So he's part of the amazing artist that is actually on the EP. So
want you to ask him a question. Ask him a question.
What do you think about celebrity?
You already know now.
No, you guys are asking yourself a question regarding yourself.
Yeah, I know.
I want you guys to ask yourself a question.
Regarding
Aside
yourself
from you both, like how the industry is currently in total.
Okay.
Yeah.
How the industry is.
Yes, like this the industry we are in currently. This 2026 quite different from
You see,
2016.
okay. You see the kind of music that are being put out there. You know, you see how the labels, the record labels, actually structure their artists to put out a certain kind of song. At least you've been hearing some couple of songs. So, what do you think might be the challenge on our kind of genre of music, and how people are going to definitely relate to it, and the exposures that it's going to create for listeners to incorporate with what we have to give to them?
Well, the music is entertainment, and entertainment works with trend. You understand? Entertainment is something that works with trend, and you see most of the times any music that is popping is the trending music. So most artists tend to bend towards that genre of music just to follow the trend and ride with the wave. That's why sometimes it feels like hip-hop artists are being left out, but I don't feel that way, because I feel a good song will sell. Our people say, "Ndi Igbo kwuru say, Ayoma ni Rome," you understand? So a good market will always sell, regardless. Odumodu got his song. It was a hip-hop song, I think. When the Clan Rice came out, he already had, I think, a song with Zlatan, Picanto.
He has a whole lot of songs.
He had a whole lot of songs, but Picanto and Declan Rice, got him to mainstream. You understand? So, and I think it's a hip hop song, and Declan Rice is a hip hop song, it's a rap song. So anything can get you there. You just have to focus on your craft and just do your music. You shouldn't ride with the wave, because if you ride with the wave, that wave go still pass. Wave na something where they move. You understand? Trend na something where they move. So if you're riding with the wave now, you get lost, because that's not you. If you're an Afrobeat artist, fine, it's good to be versatile, but always know your genre of music and don't leave it. I'm a rapper, I make hip-hop music. I'm a rapper, I don't sing, but I can sing. So even if I'm on an Afrobeat record or another genre of music, I still rap on top. You understand? So that's me. You understand? But if you listen to my own project, my own music, you find more of my own genre of music inside. That's what makes me. And it's perfect. It's okay. That's why you have albums and EPs now. You understand? Before, EP wasn't that popular in Nigeria. You either drop an album or you drop a single. But lately, you've seen a lot of EPs. EP just 3-4 songs.
I think EP means elastic playing.
Extended play. You understand? So you see a lot of EPs now, and EP gives you the room to be versatile. You're a hip hop artist, maybe you can have like 2 hip hop records and maybe other genres inside.
Okay, yeah.
You understand? So you need to have that identity of who you are first, And as a hip hop artist, you will always see me being hip hop on whichever record I'm on.
Not like Odumodu, whenever he's being featured, you will still.
Yes. I will still rap, and you still know this is a rapper, this is a hip hop artist. You understand? So that's just it. You just stay true to your craft and
So
believe
I want you to ask him a question. A question that he's not even expecting.
Well, what question will I ask now?
So that is, a question you want to ask him since he's coming to the industry right now.
Okay, what do you think are the major challenges of promoting a record now in Nigeria? The major challenges you face, in promoting your record. You understand?
First thing, I would say PR. Secondly, funds. Actually, you need resources.
PR has to do with funds.
PR, yes, you have to do with funds. Actually, let's say resources governs all these things, like PR, distributing companies, and the rest of it, right?
Yeah.
So, you also, apart from that fact, you also need connection. You need to know. You don't need to know everybody as an artist or as an underground artist, right?
Yeah.
But you need to know certain people, majorly, like I said, PR, DJs, distribution companies. At least it will put you at a certain spotlight for people to know, okay, this is who this certain person is.
Okay.
Right? Because you don't, as an artist, you don't really need to be everywhere. Except, you've gotten to the spotlight and everybody will be like, yeah. But regardless of it, or even if you've blown, you still don't really need to be everywhere, except you're being called up for shows or events.
So, one last question from you.
Okay.
Ask him one last question.
Last question. My last question will have to be it has to be a personal question.
Ask him.
Like I said, what do you think about Celeb Ali and how do you think our audience will perceive Celeb Ali?
Okay, haven't I answered that?
No, you've not answered that because he's actually intercepted.
Well, like you already know, Celeb Ali was a record we made together, and it has elements of him and elements of me on the record.
Yes.
You understand? You can see, hip hop is my style, of course. You understand? And drill is what I can do well. You understand?
Okay,
so I most of my songs are drill songs, and I still have a whole lot of other genres, but I'm a hip hop artist, like I said. So it was a record that was born out of, it has his flavor and my flavor inside, and you can still hear the Igbo vibe inside there. You can hear the Igbo ad-libs and all that, and the chorus catchy, the verses, everything. It's a very good song. I like the song, and I think a whole lot of people fuck with it. You understand?
So one last question from you to him.
Okay. Now, you are talking about PR and promotion. You understand?
Yeah.
Connection as well.
Yeah.
Don't you think all of this? You need money. You need funds to do all of this, because nowadays the industry has been very monetized. Any kind of musical promo you want to do, you have to spend money. Nobody gives you free promo now, no matter how talented you are. You understand? You can be as talented as the devil, Lucifer, that was the right-hand man of God then. You can be as talented as you have the best voice, but people in the industry nowadays, they need your money to promote you regardless of your talent.
If you don't do give yourself, people don't come to you.
You understand? So do you think, my question is, do you think Nigerian economy has an influence in this, or it's just people, advancing, people updating and working, in this Gen Z and current era? You understand? Because back then, maybe I wasn't doing music as far back as 2000s. I was still a kid. Maybe I was rapping in classrooms then, but not professionally.
Toilets, kitchens, and classrooms.
But back then I can remember that talent was a thing. If you have a talent, then you don't. If I hear stories of people promoting records back then, they say they just go to Alaba, and if you have a marketer, and
then
the marketer,
we have industry nights.
if a marketer believes in you, he promotes your record. But it's no longer like that. No matter your talent, you need money. They want to collect money from you. So my question is the Nigerian economy responsible for this, or Nigerians or the PRs that are in charge of promotion? Are they greedy, or are they greedy? What do you think?
Okay, thank you very much for that question.
Yeah.
When you say Nigerian economy, right, it has to be specific. You as an artist, what do you do as an individual that generates income for you to be able to push your music? That's number one question. Then secondly, when you say economy in the country, the influence has to go to, when you're saying economy in the country, it has to do with resources, right? So it's basically channeled to record labels, distributing companies, which you have a contract with. Because
what if you don't have a contract with them?
Then
we have indie artists.
That's basically what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm saying. So record label, right? When you come to the economy of the country, record label actually specializes on the economy of Nigeria, because they are the people. Except you have an individual that say, okay, this person, I like your craft and I want to, sponsor your craft. But aside that, when we are looking at music industry as a whole, the first people that comes in when it comes to income is record label. So when it comes to
But
that,
independent artists make money now.
independent artists makes money. That's why I actually asked you a question. What are the resources that generates income for that independent artist to push his
Your
craft?
self-made stuff.
Is it that you've made name for yourself, or there's a backup?
The backup will be yourself, right?
The backup will have to actually be, maybe you have somebody, depending on the contract you have with
Or
that
it could
person.
be by yourself.
Or it could be by yourself, depending on what you are. Because when you're doing something, the country will actually question what you are doing. Let's be real. Let's be real. Yeah, the country will actually question what you're doing.
That's deep.
Yes, because exactly.
Do you agree with him?
To a large extent, because there has been a whole lot of upnosing from the securities in the country, and
Exactly,
most especially from the police. The Nigerian police force, you guys need to do better, you understand? The harassment of youths and trying to find out what's not there is a problem. You see a young guy making a living for himself, genuinely, legitimately, but he gets harassed by the police whenever he's on the road. It's very bad. You just see a young man looking so good because he's well dressed, and you feel you can, harass him. The police should do better. Nigerian police, please do better. You understand? But aside that, a lot of artists that make music now, they have genuine sources of income. I know some artists that, are fashion designers on the side. Me, myself, I have other things I do on the side. I have a car rental service agency. I also import fashion wares and all that,
Did you add that to that? Did you add that to the list of Nigeria, the track? Did you add that to that list?
Which one?
That you have a rental, you rented a bike or something.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He had a business. He had a
But
business.
that was before I started the car rentals.
Yeah.
I had like bikes, like 2 bikes I bought. And there was this clash that was in Festac. I had like 2 bikes. There was this fight that bikers had with policemen.
Okay.
The bikers burnt their vans, like 2 of their vans. That was 2021 or thereabouts. So police, out of annoyance, they packed a lot of bikes around that 7th Avenue axis that year. And my bikes were among them. So they took all the bikes to Alausa. So I tried to recover my bikes. I used both a lawyer. I went through,
Lego terms.
They're no agree. You understand? At the end of the day, they crushed the bikes. So they crushed the bikes with a whole lot of other bikes that they had there. That they seized. They said they weren't going to.
Wait, did these guys see that they crushed this bike?
We saw it. Yeah.
You saw the bike being crushed?
Yeah. Videos, and I had the video with me then, but there's nothing you can do.
So
I went with a lawyer. Their statement was because of the bikers burnt their vans, that it was irredeemable. So that's how I lost the bike.
All right, 2 questions for you guys. Anyone can answer it. What do you think about this new current? Because regardless how you want to see it, things do change. We're in a new generation. What do you think about the TikTok promotion aspect? Because it seems as an artist, when you drop a song, if you don't twerk on TikTok, that song like you never did promote. Last question.
Well, TikTok is a platform I know that helps artists. Why? Because of the special algorithm TikTok has. TikTok has a special algorithm that tends to push your posts or your videos to people that are not even following you. You understand? But for Instagram, it's a lot difficult, to push those posts to your non-followers. You understand? So TikTok has that nice algorithm. I like TikTok algorithm, and you mustn't twerk. It's not a must you twerk or you do nasty stuff on the camera, to promote yourself on TikTok.
No, when I say twerk, I mean to say you must dance, you must come.
You can dance. You may choose not to dance, but you just have a niche. Just have a niche, a particular content idea. You can be consistent.
In a nutshell, you're supporting TikTok, right?
Yeah, TikTok is a good platform, no doubt. TikTok has helped a lot of artists promote. And
Vickers, what about you? What do you think about it?
Yeah, TikTok is an amazing platform. It has helped millions of artists far and wide, different countries. And like he said,
no budget,
yes, like he said, right? The algorithm. I don't know how the programming system of TikTok works, but It has helped a lot of people with their algorithm because normally you don't really need to follow an artist, and before you know it, it comes on your FYP. As long as, because TikTok asks you a question, it asks you what do you like? So if it happens that you like music, you like movies, you like AI storytellings, and you know a lot of things that come sports.
Not showing you something decent.
Yeah. So let's leave music aside and let's talk about sports, right? So when you click on sport and it happens that you know these are things that you like, there will be an upcoming sport outlet that is trying to contest maybe for something or maybe the Olympics or whatever, and it appears on your FYP. And you'll be like, wow, this guy is good. And before you know it, you give that yourself a certain decision. Okay, let me follow this person. Right. And you'll be like, yeah. And when the person come out in limelight, you'll be like, I've been following this certain person for a very long time ago, and I know he's going to do great. And you know.
So you guys should sign up because this is your Spectrum Facts.
Yes, sure. You better recognize this. Big shout out to everybody really watching. In case you don't know, with Vickers on your blem. And I am here with LYD, and we're bound to sign out from the Spectrum Fact. And behind the scenes, I've got Stanley, you know, Hoodwood, I've got BJ in the building, and I've got Jamaica Boy, and I've also got OG, you know, because this video needs to be recognized, regardless of the fact. But now, I'm still looking, I don't know whether you did it, but just they could call my phone, but regardless of it, you need to find your ass right here, you know.
Yes. Inside there, I want to shake out my bomb me. No go reason my fashion with the bomb me. I go by the name LYD Machetti with the sword. My envelope is covered in blood. And we're about signing out, and with my man Vickers, and we're about signing out on Spectrum. I want to say a big shout out to everybody supporting my music. I appreciate and I love you all.
Yeah, the chorus was Celebali.
Corenato. Celebali.
Super.
Celebali.
All
right, peace out, bro.
All right,